Hello students, let's move to the new topic which is charitable organizations. So our society is divided into rich and poor. In most of the countries there is a high difference between rich and poor, whereas rich people are living a lavish lifestyle, but poor do not have any means to fulfill their basic needs. So some rich people or some rich companies give charity to other weaker section of society for their betterment. In India, many such organizations have been set up since independence, and it is continuously giving charities to different organizations which are again involved in social service. Again, these kind of charitable organizations work through different kind of organizations like educational trusts. These trusts run school, colleges to educate poor people who can't bear the cost of their education. Some clubs are also there, like Lions Club or Rotary Club. They organize blood donation camps, eye checkup camp, free health checkup camps. They have also sometimes permanently set up hospitals and dispensaries to provide medical facilities to poor free of cost. Some voluntary associations are also there, like Prime Minister's Relief Fund, National Defense Fund, in which people give charity to donate for such causes. Now let's see the next topic, which is organization of non-profit organizations. How non-profit organizations work and what is their structure of administration. In the next chapters, you will study about organizations like sole proprietorship, partnership, joint stock company, trusts, societies. All these are examples of different types of organization. Like in sole proprietorship, there is only one owner. So that is their organization where all the decisions will be taken by the proprietor. Again, in partnership, the decisions are taken by partners collectively. So let's see what are the organization types of such non-profit organizations. Some of them are member serving while others are community serving. Mutual societies, cooperatives, trade unions, credit unions, industry associations, sports club, and senior citizens clubs serve their members, whereas Red Cross, Child Relief and You, CRY, HelpAge are examples of community serving organizations. So let's see the first one, which is society. So society is a group of 10 or more persons who associate voluntarily and register it under the Cooperative Societies Act 1912 to protect and promote their common interests. In societies, every member has one vote and it is managed by an executive committee elected by its members. Again, the executive committee elects president, vice president, secretary, and joint secretary. Like Kaira District Cooperative Society, who are the producer of Amul brand and dairy products, is an example of society. There are many cooperative societies in India. Some are for the benefit of farmers, some are for the mutual protection of interest of traders, wholesalers, retailers. So there are many cooperative societies. If these cooperative societies wants to operate, they have to register themselves under the Cooperative Societies Act 1912. There are some provisions in this law, and all the provisions must be followed to become a society. Again, some are called trusts. These trusts are set up for social service, such as public health or education. These trusts are exempted from income tax. A trust is formed by rich persons or rich entities who can provide in cash or in kind a trusted agreement to be executed. These trusts are registered under the Indian Trusts Act. The trust is managed by a group of people who are called trustees, and these trusts in India run temples, educational institutions, medical institutes, etc. For example, Ratan Tata Trust or Sir Dorabji Tata Trust. These kind of trusts have an objective of offering a scholarship to the students who belong to weaker section of the society, and they can't bear the cost of their own education. So such trusts provide scholarships to those students. Some trusts are involved in providing financial assistance to the sections of society also. Third one is non-profit companies. Since the company is attached with the name, so it should be registered under the Companies Act 2013 to be called a non-profit company. These companies are legal entities which operate under Companies Act, provisions of Companies Act 2013, but these are non-profit companies, and the main objective is not to earn profit but to provide social service. But since it is a company, it is managed by a board of directors, and the directors are elected by the members of the company. Like Sulabh International is a non-profit company which had innovated a design for cheap toilets, and it is presently providing a chain of toilets throughout India at the busy places in towns or in cities. So the basic objective of this company is to provide social service or is to serve the society. But it is also a company which is called non-profit company. Thanks.